Hey guys, it's Patty from Worthy Nutrition, and I'm right out front in front of my apartment because I'm trying to change it up a little bit, and the weather is so nice. It's like in the 80s today. I thought I would sit outside in my bare feet and I'd hold up my foot, but I can't. So I just wanted to bring you favorite food Fridays today outside, and today's subject is quinoa. And there has been a ton of articles written on quinoa, so it was really hard to wade through all that stuff. It was kind of crazy. But I found out some really cool facts. In fact, I have notes that are just like, got arrows all over the place and stuff, so bear with me. But first of all, it's considered high in protein. And when I say considered, there were a few comments, and the research kind of points out that it's high in protein compared to other grains. And quinoa is not a grain. It is a pseudo cereal. Whatever the heck that means. What's a pseudo cereal? Either it's one or it's not. Pseudo cereal. It's actually a seed, is what it is. And it has been around for thousands of years. The Incans actually said it was the mother of all grains, even though it's not a grain. And they felt it was sacred. So, you know, those Incans had it going on. They were studs. So you got to listen to that a little bit too. It is the seed of the goosefoot plant. And oh, let's see. It is, so when I say high in protein, it's not super high in protein. Wheat is actually higher in protein than good old quinoa. So bear that in mind, all right? It's very high in fiber, and what do we know about fiber? Fiber is wonderful for lowering cholesterol and blood pressure and all sorts of good things like that. It has magnesium, B vitamins, iron, potassium, calcium, phosphorus, E, antioxidants, a small amount of even omega-3s. Woo, pretty good. So there's lots of good things in there. I think that's why the Incans liked it so much. And it's very popular and trendy now, but again, it has been consumed in South America for tons of years. Well, not tons of years, but many years, many years. All right, it's considered a superfood here, and NASA even thinks it's a suitable crop for outer space. How about that? So you go quinoa. It's very easy to use, it's easy to grow, it's very hardy, and it is, of course, high in nutrients. So everyone says that it is gluten-free, which it is. It doesn't have the wheat gluten because it's not a wheat. It's a seed, remember. But there are other things in the plant, or the actual seed, that could cause gluten-like, or they can be gluten-like, or they could cause sensitivities in certain people. So each person has to try quinoa and see how they feel. You might feel fabulous afterwards. You might feel like crap. It all depends on you and your intestinal fortitude. So be aware of that. All raw tape. So it's great for outer space if you're not sensitive to it. But that pretty much goes for most foods, I would say. Okay, so the antioxidants that are in it is quercetin and something called camphorol. Those are really great antioxidants. They're very powerful. Quinoa is also known as anti-inflammatory, antiviral, anti-cancer, antidepressant. Who knew? Okay, so just keep that in mind. If you're not feeling so good, have a little bit of quinoa. 2013 was the International Year of Quinoa. That's how people are looking at quinoa these days. It's considered low glycemic, doesn't have super high sugar, but it is high in carbs. And it has phytic acid in it too, which can bind mineral absorption. So you don't want your quinoa consumption to be pretty high. You want it to be a little bit lower. So remember our plate that I had showed you, and it was 50% vegetables, about 30% protein, and then 20% would be a grain or a seed if you're going to eat quinoa. So you want to keep it on the low, and you don't have to eat a grain with every meal either. Okay, it lowers blood sugar, it lowers insulin and triglycerides. That is great. So for have quinoa, it's very easy to cook. It's like 2 cups of water, 1 cup of quinoa. You simmer it. You don't boil the heck out of it. You simmer it for about 15 minutes, something like that. Maybe 20, maybe 10, just depending. And there it is. It's so easy. It's so easy to make. I personally don't care for the taste of it because it's very basic. It's kind of almost tasteless, but it's perfect if you want to put it in a salad or if you want to put a sauce over it. One time I did a coconut curry chicken, and the sauce was nice and creamy, and I put it over the quinoa, and it was perfect. So that's a good idea. But what you want to do is make sure you soak or you rinse the quinoa seeds really well before you cook it, because there's a coating on it that keeps birds from eating the seeds, another self-protectorant kind of thing, and you want to rinse that off because it's not good for you anyway. Alrighty, so I think, let's see, oh, and it increases your metabolism and reduces your appetite because it's very filling. I think that's it. So there you have it, quinoa. It's something for you to try and decide whether you like it or not, and whether you're going to keep it in your diet. And just eat sparingly. It's one of those foods that I would say eat sparingly, but definitely eat it because it's got plenty of nutrients for you too. So let me see. How's it going? Hey Bob, how are you? Hi Teresa. Thanks for joining me today. If you have any questions, let me know. And after I'm finished with, come and visit my website at worthynutrition.com. There's all sorts of freebies there, and my blog is on there, and I put out a weekly blog, so you can sign up for a 3-day challenge, a 3-day clean eating challenge, and then you'll be receiving my blog once a week, and you can read all sorts of interesting things, different things from different kinds of foods to creating a great space for meditation or prayer. What else? How your gut can have a lot of influence over your moods, things like that. So there's all sorts of different blogs that you can read there. Okay? All righty, I'm going to go. Hey Gina, how's it going? I'm glad you came, but you're coming on the tail end. But thanks for joining me, and worthynutrition.com. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the space below. And I think that's it for now. You guys have a great day and have a great weekend. Ciao for now.